What's up, y'all? Can we have a short conversation? I'm gonna try to make it short about the importance of authenticity. You see, I think I'm so passionate about authenticity now because there was a point in time in my life where I was afraid to live out my true essence because of many reasons. I was afraid of being judged by my parents, first and foremost. I was afraid of being judged by my peers and society in general. But you know what? For the last 10 years or so, it's 2009, yeah, about 10, 11, 12 years or something like that, I've really been stuck in this box that I allowed other people to put me in based off of their expectations or desires for what they perceive me to be. And now that I hear myself saying this out loud, 9 times out of 10, they probably don't give a fuck anyway. It's just what people choose to say when you're around in regards to how they feel you should be to kind of show that they are thinking about you. But on a day-to-day basis, I highly doubt that what you decide to do or what you choose to do in your life is heavily present on the minds of these people who you're afraid to disappoint. At least I know that that's the case for me. Now, that's not to say that those people don't think about you, but they probably think about you less than you assume they do. And that overthinking of how somebody is going to view or perceive you it could be potentially slowing you down. Like I said, that's just me. I know that's something that's affected me in a negative way over the past decade of my life. But I reached a point recently where I made a conscious decision to be okay with the fact that no matter what you do in life, people gonna love you, some people gonna hate you. And you might as well be hated for being exactly who you are and doing the things that make you happy than to be loved for being somebody that you gotta pretend to be. Think of how exhausting that is. For example, I love legal cannabis, that is. I love cannabis. It's therapeutic for me. It brings my energy to a place where my anxiety is much more manageable. And it's a connector too. It's a social thing. You can have some of the greatest conversations with people, and cannabis being the connector of that connection that you have with a person. Now, anything in excess can be bad, and as well as anything in moderation can be good for you. I don't abuse this shit, but it's a nice supplement and addition to my life. But that don't take away from me being a good father. That don't take away from me being an intelligent person. Well, at least according to my standards. Not claiming to be more intelligent than anybody or less intelligent than anybody. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is it's liberating. You get a sense of freedom like you never, or like you probably won't feel in many other things, for just opening up and being yourself, being true to who you are, being authentic with the things you like to do in life, and kind of proving this point or showing people that just because you one thing, that don't have to take away from something else. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can enjoy, it's like the yin and the yang. We all composed of yin and yang energy, and that's supposed to balance us. You got the dark side, you got the light side. One, neither is good or bad. Neither is better than the other. They just complement each other. So it's dark energy, light energy, however you want to look at it. But you got to understand that in order to live out your life in the most fulfilled way, you got to tend to both of those sides. The more you suppress, in my experience, the more you suppress who you truly are, the more likely it is that that's eventually going to present itself as anxiety, stress, worry, and all types of other shit that you don't want to have to deal with in life, especially when you are intentionally or consciously trying to accomplish certain goals. All that energy does that I just mentioned before, the stress, anxiety, worry, that just takes away from your creativity. That takes away from your efficiency of being the best, whatever it is that you want to be. And the root of all that is really authenticity. You dig it? Like, I'm so... sometimes I want to kick my own ass for how much time I wasted. Or, it's not wasted time. The time was well used in learning how to get to this place. It took me longer than I would have liked it to, but I don't want to fester on that or, you know what I'm saying, dwell on that too much, because even that in itself can take away from my forward progress now. But I think the message that I want to leave you with, and you can take it or leave it, because I know some people probably won't even see this because they might be looking at it like, well, who the hell is he? Like, why should I be taking advice from him? Fair enough, because I've done that at times too, where somebody is promoting some type of idea or talking about some type of idea, and in that moment, I might look at them like, well, who is you to tell me this? Or why should I waste my time listening to you? And man, I'm only human, and like I said, I know some people probably won't watch this because of that very reason. But if you are watching this, that means that there's a possibility that you or somebody you know takes value in the things that I have said, the things that I'm saying now, or you just might have randomly stumbled upon it. But I want to leave this piece of advice for being what I believe to be one of the most staple ingredients in living a fulfilled and happy life, is really tapping into your authenticity. Find a way to be fearless. Like it does take a certain amount of courage to live like this. So I say fearless with all intents. Like, I say fearless intentionally because you do have to be somewhat fearless to get to the point of just not giving a fuck, because we've been so conditioned to believe that we have to give so much of a fuck about what others think of us and allow that to dictate or determine or control our destiny. But you don't have to, though. I promise. Just give it a shot. Give it a shot. See what it does. The worst thing that can happen is you can revert back to being the masked version of yourself and, walk around and suppressing your true essence. If that worked for you, then fine. Didn't work for me. I know it don't work for a lot of other people too. So just give it a shot. Your next Instagram post, your next Facebook post, or whatever social media medium you use, try to post something where you really living out your authentic life, unfiltered, non-scripted, whatever. Just capture yourself in your true essence and see the type of response and feedback that you get. I think over time, you'll eventually start building a tribe around you who share the same values as you, the values that you hold deeply, not the ones that you fucking front and fake for, but your real values. You'll start attracting that, and you'll start weeding out those people who only fuck with you because of the fake persona that you promoted, on your social media or in real life or whatever. Just give it a shot and see what happens. And in the meantime, just really be intentional. If you gotta pray about it, meditate about it, whatever. Just be intentional about everything that you do. You live in your true essence and live in your true authentic self.